Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to do the pool real quick tutorial. If you open up this, you have your two timers in here because you have two pumps. You have a regular pump that's the main pool, and you have a feature pump that does the waterfall and the lion fountains. So the left one is the feature one for the lions and the fountain, and the right one is the main pool that'll run most of the day. The timers control, the left one here is for the main pool and the right one is for the feature, so it's opposite of what's there. They're set right now to run beginning and end time. You can change those. I just have this running for like an hour each day, but you can change those and do whatever you want. Just unscrew them and move them. If you want to turn them on, click this on and that'll start the main pool. So that'll come on, and then if you do the same thing with this one, it'll turn the fountains on and get that going. And then this one's going to start up, and as you can see, that turned on the waterfall right there. That's pretty much that. Once it's on, the other part of it is you have all these valves and whatnot. In order to do the spa, which is probably the biggest thing you want to know how to do, what you're going to need to do to turn the bubbles on and the spa on is like this one, and this one. Right now they're in the off position. If you want to turn it on, first you'd want to turn off to make sure the feature pump is off. You don't want that on while you're in the spa, otherwise it's going to bring cold water from the pool in. So that's off. So you're going to want to do to turn the spa on, you're going to first just turn this and turn this one. You have to turn both of them. And what that does is create the bubbles and all that, and the jets turn on in the spa. And it also will redirect when you turn the heater on over here. It'll make sure what you want to do. Right now it's on standby, as you can see, nothing's on. You're going to want it, this is your power to turn it on, so you just press it in once and make sure it's just at the spa, so it only heats the spa. It tells you that right now the water is 79 degrees, the temperature in the spa, which will be the same thing in the pool. If you hit mode again, it'll go to pool. You don't really want that. And if you hit it a third time, it'll go to standby, it'll turn it off. So once turn it on, you have to wait. Usually you have to wait, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds for it to initially get the water flowing through it and for it to kick on. You just heard it and it just kicked on. So you'll hear the gas turn on. This is controlled by gas. And just so you know, it goes about, from what we've seen, about 10 degrees every hour. So if you turned it on now, 79 degrees, in an hour it'll be 89. Usually it's probably faster, it'll go quicker when it's warm out, like now, but when it's really cold and the water's like 60 degrees, 50 degrees, you really will have to count on an hour per 10 degrees. So you're gonna have to plan ahead a couple hours to turn this on. These are to turn the temperature, the set where you want it to stop. I'm not gonna do it, but if I press down, or this should be up, that's the temperature that you want it set it at. So right now it's probably at like 101. Or something to that effect, which is where we pretty much leave it. Yeah, 101, you could see you could either turn it up or down, and then just leave it alone and it'll turn back to whatever it is currently. So it'll stop at 101. If that's too hot for you, you may want to come and bump it down 1 or 2, but that's where we've left it. And again, when you're done, you're going to want to come out here. You're just going to click it twice again so that it's at standby, and you'll hear the gas kick off. If the pool stops and the filter stops running, it'll kick this off if you forget anyway, automatically. So that's pretty much that when you're done. So it's really simple. You come out here, just make sure the feature pump is off, you turn that and that, bubbles come on, come over, turn the heater on, and you're good to go. When you're done, you get out, you're going to want to turn the heater off, and then, which I could do real quick, you're going to want to turn this again twice. You heard it, I don't know if you heard it, it kicked off and it's off. It's that, the green engine standby, so that's off. Then you can come by here. There's no harm in leaving the bubbles if you just want to look at the bubbles go, if you have these on, but if you're ready to go and turn it off, you just flip that off completely, and this one. And now it's going to circulate through the regular pool. You don't want to leave those on unless you're really using a hot tub. And that's really it for the hot tub part. So normally you're just going to not do anything and it'll just work. If you're going to take care of it and vacuum yourself, the only other one to really worry about, again, the right one's the main pump. I marked this here for vacuum. So if you're getting ready to vacuum, so put the pressure on so that the hose will suck the water out of the drain. You're gonna have to come here and do this with one hand, but hold on. So you're gonna turn it sideways. And then what that does, you have two filters here. The only one that you're gonna use is this one for vacuuming. So what it does, and I should have taken this out first. Usually you'll take that off, then you'll go turn the valves. And then you'll basically put the vacuum hose through here into the bottom and just hold it in until it starts sucking. And that's how you do the vacuum part of it. And what I recommend, obviously when you're done, you just come back here and you turn it. Back. They're a little hard to turn, these guys. And the other part is this. Every once in a while, when the jets don't have a lot of pressure, you'll see that weaken over time. That's because the filter needs to be backwashed, which you need to do every once in a while. I'm not going to go through that whole process, but once you do backwash and clean out this filter, you'll have much stronger jets. So that's how that works. And I highly recommend, we're going to leave you Bill's information. He knows this pool really well. This is his information here. We'll leave it for you too. He doesn't clean the pool, but he knows our pool system very well and can walk you through it. Like he can tell you what all these are for. Like these control the speed of the water coming out of the lion's heads, these two things. So if you want them less or more, you can pull around these. I don't know what most of this other stuff does, never really touch it. But that's pretty much it. And obviously this is for your chlorine tablets. Make sure the pump is off before you open this and you drop a couple tablets in there. You always want to have like 3 or 4 in there at all times, and then screw it back on. You're good to go. And that is pretty much it.